What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the episode of Supermarket Simulator. Last episode, we got our brand new store expansion on in here, and we are building this place out looking better than ever. I'm honestly super happy with how this is all looking and coming out with all this, and I honestly couldn't be happier with it. So we're going to continue on here today. Fingers crossed, hopefully trying to finish up all of... Why do we have... Hopefully finishing up all of the work that we are doing with all of this and continuing on with all this and see where we can get to here today. But I'm super excited for this, looking forward to even more of this, and like I said, continuing on trying to get all this wrapped up here as much as we can, at least as close to it as we can. But if you guys are enjoying this and stoked on this, drop a like in the video, show it some love and support, and if you guys are new around here checking this out, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below so you guys don't miss out on any videos that we are doing here. But we got to continue on getting some stuff moved on over. This bug is really not helping us any with not being able to place stuff or move stuff around is easy, but it's all right. We're going to work through it, continue on, and go from there. But yeah, we're on the road to 10K subs here, guys, as well. At the time of recording this, at least, we're a little over 7,400, and I'm just so thankful for you guys being here. Hopefully by the time this video goes live, we'll already be at 7,500. That'd be awesome, but we will see with where we're at and get us to that 3/4 point, to that 10K mark that we are on the road to here sometime, hopefully this year early on. But we will see. I guess I shouldn't say early on. It's already basically May by the time this video comes out. So yeah. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna continue on, keep on knocking some more of this out. We got our nice little cereal and bread aisle set up now. We've got the start of some of the powdered sugars. We're gonna see our pastas are started there as well, and I think honestly that's actually about all of the powdered sugars and everything. With all that, just trying to see where we are at with all of this. And got some of our cakes and such. Probably honestly put those over here. That would actually make sense to go over here with all of our snacks and everything we've got going on. So let's actually do that right away. Get these out of the way. And obviously, I mean, we can leave empty space too for expansion and growth. We don't need to completely pack this all completely full and ruin things that way. We can do things like this too. So I'm not really like crazy concerned about having to fill up every bit of space here. We can, again, leave some space for growth and room for expansion and new items and everything. Because I think this is going to be where we're going to lie and leave our store size here for, honestly, a bit. Because there's really no reason to expand anymore, short of expanding our product quantities. That would be about the only reason that we want to expand from where we're at right now, to be able to, I guess, double from where we're at right now. Which I don't necessarily know if we need to at the moment. Probably would help us out, but it's not really like a pure necessity, I feel like, at this point. So I don't know. We'll have to see. But I guess let's set these up, or the game's just going to do it for us. So frustrating. I need to actually place the remainder of these back on the shelf here so we can, yeah, move these on over, which I see one is placed down here because it keeps on freaking doing that. So annoying. I don't know why it's got to do that. Yeah, we got an open shelving space over here then for some more snacky stuff. Or potatoes. One of the two. Let's see. Obviously, this stuff, these little half shelves, they're going. That's not going to stay. Same with this one. That's going. So we're going to have some more stuff that's going to be getting added into there. We've got some extra space here. I'm just waiting to move these until we're kind of done moving stuff around. So we have our extra half box, small box, and we've got rices along with condiments, which I guess are, honestly, it's not a bad setup the way it is right there like that. Let's clear all of these on out too, just so we can kind of keep up with everything here. I'm just trying to, again, see with where we're at. Maybe we'll do... How do we want to do this? Let's see. I think either way, something's not going to match up quite right, unfortunately. Because even if we were to shift these over to here by switching the shelf around, we're still going to have... I don't know. Yeah, it's not going to end up... Well, I guess we got these that could really go with these, though, too. And they probably should, honestly. So let's do the old switcheroo on this shelf here. Something like that. Get this one on in here. Something like that. And then these guys can move over into here. Got an extra box here. Of course, that's acting up here. Yeah, no, we're going to have to see here. We're about to switch some things around again just to see if we can get these all to line up nicely, but we will see. So let's get these added to here. I think we've got even more, or maybe not, actually. That might be the last of our sugars and such. I can't remember. Maybe we'll take a look at the licenses here and see if there's any other future sugars that we could add on into this as well. Actually, legitimately not sure. Let's see. Management licenses. Books. Oh, we do have more sugar. Okay, so there is another one there. Plus, we got some more candies. And cakes, though, too. Okay, so there's another thing of sugars. We also, again, have these to get on in. So this is all full. That's all full. That's not quite full, but it's getting there. I don't know. I'm thinking we could maybe do like salt and pepper and then oils on the backside or something. That could always work. Or maybe salt and pepper and oils on the backside here and then something else in the front. That could always work too. And again, this stuff's going to get shifted around, so I guess, well, yeah, because we got to pull these out here still too. Just trying to think here. Or we could shift and do our condiments in here too. I really like having a thing of milk here, so I think we're going to stick with that. Sorry, guys. It's a lot of deliberating. I'm just trying to figure this all out, how we want to set this up, and just set it up right the first time here. Instead of just trying to rush it on through. Or we can move our potatoes down into here, which actually could kind of work out because we've got those. What do we want? Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll move the potatoes out of here and over into the aisle over here. And then we can put all these off in the corner over here for the time being. And then now we get rid of those. Yeah, I think we do something like that. Let's try that. So grab a box of these. We'll go ahead and place these all down here. We're doing the box because you can only carry one sack of potatoes in your crate at a time, so it's not even worth it for that. I'd rather just run back and get a crate or a box and save ourselves the headache and time with that. And then let's clear all these on. Why did that just do that? Oh man, that is so frustrating. All I did was click to clear the label and it just did that. That is so frustrating. I don't understand why whatsoever why that's doing that. It's like the game's like stuck like clicking on some things. I really don't get that. But alright, we can do these. If you guys have any suggestions, feel free to leave comments down below as well on what you guys think how we should set this up. But this is kind of just what's popping into my mind for this here for the time being at least, and we can always change things up here in the future as well. I don't really know. Okay, so we can do that, and then we're gonna put our salt and pepper, which I'm just gonna grab a box of these. Again, it's easier than trying to shift things around. So we'll do that. Okay, there is that. We will grab this guy. That's all emptied on out. Add that to there. We'll And this on back there, and then... Oh, you know what? We were supposed to grab a thing for... We were supposed to move the salt first. That's alright. We can go ahead and just move that now, then. I don't know, I think I would have liked some of the stuff back over with the rest of the flours and sugars and such. I think that'd be better than how we have that, but... I don't know. For the time being, unfortunately, we just don't have the space for it in here. I don't know. If you guys have any suggestions, like I said, feel free to leave some comments on how you guys think we should set this up. Because I don't know if I really love this. I think I kind of like the potatoes actually better over here. I think it worked with the produce. But, yeah, there's just not really good space for any of that. I mean, we could do, I don't know. Just trying to see here how we can do this. Nothing's popping in my head. Okay, let's box these all up and actually, no, we're just gonna be selling these half shelves. I don't really want to keep the half shelves around. They're so darn cheap as it is. This is also a half shelf, so we're gonna sell this. Actually, it doesn't even matter. Then we can just... We don't need to worry about clearing off the labels. Yeah, they're like 75 bucks, so we're losing out on like 37 bucks. Is all it is, quite literally. So it's not worth keeping them for the headache with all of that, honestly. So there we go. We got all of that. Now we just need to get, I mean, our condiments and our rices, which our rice... Yeah, see, that's the thing, is we still don't have a good space for our rice or anything either. Got all that stuff filled in now. We got all this aisle is filled in. We just are left with this space here, which those are going to go away in just a moment. Plus, we're going to need to shuffle it, which actually, yeah, we're going to be a little bit short, but we got the end cap space too. So we're going to have to make use of the end caps one way or another. I don't know. I feel like I want to put the salt and... I feel like I want to move the potatoes back. Either way, though, it's not going to work. That's the problem, is we got 3s. We need 2s. I don't know. Just trying to think how we could do this. There's really no good way. I like this aisle setup. I think that's going to stay locked in like that. These are definitely going to stay together. Again, that's going away. I just don't know. Which we do have some space, obviously, on this shelf here, but I'm trying to kind of keep that open for our books that we're going to be getting here in the future. We just have all the end cap space then that we were able to make use of, which we're not making use of. Which maybe... Maybe we move our candies. Maybe we do that. Of course, that's acting up. Let's do like our chocolates. Over here. We do candies next to it. I still say we get those potatoes out of there. Actually, what am I thinking? This would be above it, just like this. And our cakes can go, our cakes can go right here then. Which, of course, that's not going to work. Yeah, our cakes can go right there then. Do that. And then our chips can go on the back side, along with, I think the potatoes are going to go back to where they were, or somewhere around that. I like having them near the produce. I think that just works. nicely with that. I really do. Let's clear all these on out so we know that this is open space then. It's where it's a lot with this. It's a lot of deliberating, honestly. But I love it. Okay, we got that. So chips can go right here. I think that makes sense. It's usually backed by kind of the freezer fridge area as well, and especially like a Walmart type of scenario. So we do all that like that. Grab these then to finish putting that box basically back. And then we got our oils and salt and pepper, which again, salt and pepper could go in here, and then oils right here. And then these can go all back. Potatoes can go back right there, right where they were. I think that's a good play. So, yeah, we gotta grab that. That's right, we gotta shoot. I gotta grab a... Okay, just gotta get this out of here for the time being so I can grab a full box worth of these. Because then we need to grab a box of potatoes. Right, that's right. What am I thinking? These are going over here. I think these need, again, these are not permanent. We're just, again, I'm not even clicking either on that, guys. It's just doing its thing. I really don't think it's my mouse. I'm pretty, because I've had you guys say that the same thing, that it's doing the same thing for you. So yeah, I really don't think that it's, I don't think it's me or the mouse. I think it's just let's see, I can't even do that either. All right. As soon as I click, then it stops. If I click and let go, it stops immediately. Actually, use these to grab this. So I wonder if that's the fix. If we click, even with the box open or whatever, just to do that to get it to stop. See, it's trying to stock there. Kind of want to test that theory now. So we can put these back then. We're all good with these. Then, see, if I click, it stops. I want to see if, like, we can't grab something out of a box. If that'll stop it then. Yeah, it just did. Okay, so that's the fix, I guess, for that. Just click. Even if you're not trying, you just click, and it'll stop it. Click, let go, and then continue. Whatever you're trying to do. So that's the simple fix for that. Yeah, I really don't think it's my mouse. Because again, I've had some of you guys saying that same thing, so I think it's something with the game. Sadly. But, alright, so we've got our oils now that we need to move. Yep, see, I just had the same thing. I wouldn't allow me to recall it back to the box, reclaim it. I click, and it fixes it. I don't know. I really don't know. Actually, I think this will work out about perfect then with these, because we've got 1.5, 1.5, and we'll have an extra half left still, which means we could actually get rid of an extra shelf if we wanted to here as well. So that actually might work out perfect. We can get rid of this half shelf that's in the middle of this. I was going to say, if we really even wanted to, we could access our switch again, but we're keeping the auto light mod. It's too nice. So let's clear this on out. Clear these all on out, and I think, again, we can get rid of this half shelf. Bring this box out over here, then. So we didn't need to purchase as many boxes as we did, or as many shelves as we did, but that's all right. We'll need them in the future anyway, so it's all good. And then, yeah, we can get this shelf moved on back over here, and we actually gained some extra space back. Plus, we've got, well, we should have gained some extra space back because we just opened up a whole nother square in here since the last time. But then we've obviously got all of this shelf here ready to go as well. Which maybe eventually this will turn into our book area. I don't know. We'll see. But I kind of like having the that stuff over there. The only thing I don't like is our rices are going to be over there. I don't mind the condiments. I feel like that fits. But again, I don't think the rices should necessarily belong over there. I think that belongs with the pastas and everything. But it's like if we do that, then we've got to get rid of something out of here, which this kind of fits nicely all together right now, at least in its current state. So I think that's what we're going to do with all of this. So unfortunately, our rices will just end up on the end over here then, which is fine. It is what it is. We'll do all of this, just move one of these at a time. I think that'll work out really nicely here. We're about to have our stuff nicely organized and we can just shift down what we need to, move some things around. And we will be all set, ready to go finally. Unfortunately, guys, I think it's going to be 2 videos that we're not going to be opening up the store. But I'm really excited for the next episode of this to actually open on up and start making use of some of the new space and seeing how this is actually going to operate. And look, obviously it's still going to be a store at the heart of things, at the root of things, but it's definitely going to look a little different. And hopefully we get maybe a little more traffic. Will be kind of nice from from new people, or from the new expansion and everything, and we'll go from there with things. Okay, we got all of that. We can move over our rices then. And we just have to figure out all the organization for all the cleaning products as well here. Okay, we got all of this, and then yeah, we got space right there to burn as well, which is really nice. If we ever need to add something else in there, we can do that. And we're going to have, even with the island shelf, we're going to have an extra backside here to this. We're going to use 3 sides of this for the books. Or again, we use this corner over here for the books or something. I don't know. We'll see. Can always change things up here in the future. All depends on what you guys think as well. You guys, like I said, leave some suggestions down in the comments on what y'all think we should do with this and how you guys think we should set it up. Because I'm still not like for sure on this. Like we could obviously change things up here, but it all depends on what you guys think and want to see here as well. Let's clear all of this on out. So we do need to shift all of the alcohols down here as well. So we need to flip this around with, yeah, it's going to be a lot of shuffling around here, but. So this was, yeah, it was cleaning, it was all of our cleaning products, then animal foods, and then the alcohols is how we had that. So we need to basically shift all of this down a full shelf width down in here. So we just need to move this down to here then. Because, yeah, essentially we're just adding an extra shelf in here. Yeah, this is going to take a moment to move all these. I probably should just go grab a box for these, but yeah, it's only just these. These will be the worst of it. The rest of them should be okay, especially we're not gonna have to be going around the corner here for these. I don't love that these are going to be separated either. But there's going to be other cleaning stuff, I guess, over here too. So it's not like we're completely removing all of it from the rest of it. Okay, so we can do that. Let's clear off this. Actually, let's say we got a nice box sitting right here for it, but yeah, it's got to do that still. Oh man. Wait, what am I doing? There we go. Okay. And then, oh, that's right. These are this size box. Shoot. So we're gonna have to use our crate here. So we'll just move all these on over. Just can go right here. And again, we'll just keep shifting everything down here one space or 2 spaces, I guess. Okay, yeah, I'd say that all looks... Really? Oh, that's right, these take up more space. For whatever reason they do. I don't know why. It's the same size bottles. But, it's fine. Okay, Wait. These are... Wait, actually, that does need to shift down. Yeah. Okay. Because, yeah, essentially we're... Wait, did I put too much... I gave us too much space, didn't I? Yep, I did. Done goofed it up as usual. Because these are going here. And then the other toilet paper and bleach. Dang it. That's alright. Just need to reshift things around again. And honestly, what I can do here real quick is we can just move this shelf on in there. We don't really need to shift any of that around, so that'll save us a bit of time there at least, even with my derp up. Almost like 1 pixel that this thing fits in there. Alright, so now we just need to move all of these back. Let's use a box. But that at least kind of fixes things. That keeps the dishwasher tablets all together then on the same side, which is nice. Okay, we'll move these over, then the all the dishwasher tablets. I think that actually works out really good. There we go. Those are different size, but these aren't. Guess I could have moved both of them at the same time, but that's okay. Then we'll grab these. Clear the label off. We can't be leaving any labels behind because we already know that they'll end up stocking up everything, which is, I mean, their job. That's what they're supposed to do. Helping us out with that, but gets a little frustrating. Look at that. Should have done that the first time. Okay, there we go. So we got all that. And then we just need to shift down. I think it was our... Yeah, it was our dish soaps then. Right there. And then these were next to that. So yeah, it's going to take just a moment for all of that. How do we want to do that? What? So our alcohol, our beers will go here. Beer 6-packs will go here. Our liquors will go here. And then our wine and whiskey will go here. So then this and over... All that 1, 2, 3. What I'm thinking about doing potentially is maybe turning this instead of books. I don't know. I kind of want to have a nice little separated thing for the books, though. I was thinking about turning this into some more of the cleaning stuff, which would be what 1, 2. So that would be 1/2 of it. We'd have it's gonna be weird. So yeah, I guess we'll just leave it alone how we have it set up here then currently. Yeah, I feel like that'd be kind of... Okay. Yeah, we'll just leave it how it is then. Actually, you know what? We've got a nice empty box for these that we can use. And of course, I was clicking, it wasn't doing anything, so we had to click on it to get it to stop clicking or whatever is going on. Okay. Move all of these on over. And we've got our, again, let's put that down real quick. So we've got beers are going here. Our liquors are going here, so we can start moving some of them over. Which, do we have an open box of these? No, we don't. We can get one. My days, it's so laggy. Grab a thing of vodka here. Okay, we got that. We'll move these ones on over then. Just have to grab the remainder of those, and then we'll be able to move. I guess either way it's going to get hairier, isn't it? Okay, so that's... This stuff goes here. And then these will go right here. Just had to do it again. Honestly, really frustrating, but can't do it again. Can't do anything about it. It is what it is. So there's all of that, and then it's gonna be, yeah, just dog foods right here. I say, wait, what? Clicked off a little too soon, though. So then... Basically, we just need to get space for these to go out so we can get our beers in there. And then these need to get out here so we can get our liquors in there. So I guess we'll... Just gonna slot these over here just temporarily. Because I think these are going... right here. Yeah, those are going right there. So we literally just need to do a little flip-flop of all of this. We need another So we need another box of these, but we can just do that here for a moment. Alright, let's do this real quick. See, I thought these were the same size box, or this size box, but once again, you guys already know the drill. Alright, we'll move our shampoo on over here, which, yeah, I think that's how we had that, right? Pretty sure. And our hand soap will go right above it. Running a bit longer in this video, but that's okay. I want to get this finished up here if we can. Move these, grab these real quick. So we can get all of our beers moved on over. Which I don't think... Yeah, that does not match. I think it's this guy, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Just do that. It'll be a lot easier to move than trying to do it all. But this is like the last of it that we need to move here. We're basically about there. Everything organized. And that's right, I wanted to organize the fridges. Another time. Speaking of the beers, that was all reason for wanting to organize those, but we are going to run way too long otherwise if we try to do that. Maybe next episode, probably not. We'll probably just get opened up here right away in the next episode, but we'll see. Okay, let's do that. And again, clear that on out. This is, that's right, all of our... This isn't these, is it? No. Okay, there we go. So we got all of those moved on over then. We just need to move our whiskeys over, and then we'll be all good with these. So these are going to go right here. This is going to pick these back up then. I think we've got an extra shelving space in here, too. Pretty sure we do, because I don't think... Yeah, I don't think that we were filling that up at all. So we got this open, we have this open, that open, and then we can pick this on up and put this away. And we've got a fully organized, stocked up store. Little too stocked up, but that's okay. Let's put away a few of our extra boxes here. This is all actually extra. So that can go right there. This is not extra. We know we can get this one away. Those are extra. This is one that can go away. think we got everything organized. Plus, we've got an extra half shelf that we could do right there, put back if needed. But I think we're sitting pretty darn good here, guys. I really do. We got a nice little organization of everything. And we have an actual kind of true aisle store looking system going on here with all of this. And I think it's looking really awesome. I really do. Again, we got that whole extra shelving space for probably books to go there. I don't know if you guys have any other suggestions. Leave some comments down below for that. Or we can, again, make use of this space over here. But I think this kind of works with our produce area like that. But like I said, let me know if you guys would have done anything differently with this. Could always put another fridge over there too if we wanted. Or what we could do is actually we could slot these on in a half shelf. And actually ditch having the, we actually could open this up even more. That actually might be really nice. Ooh, I've actually got a really good idea. Okay, let's try to do this quick. You guys are going to like this, I think. And this will actually kind of go alongside the fridge organization. I actually really like this idea. I just came up with this and just thought about this. Let's box this up here. We're gonna... Now we need our... That's fine. We can do... Let's bring this actually out here because we need to get these moved over to here. Actually, I got, like I said, a really good idea, and I'm actually really excited about it. It's gonna run a little bit longer in this video, but it's fine. The rest of these. Not enough space, that's alright. I guess you can't fit as many of those in there as we thought. Wow, you can't even get a full shelf of them. Okay, let's clear these off. Move this back out over here. May as well make use of the space that we have now. So this will go right alongside here so we can shift all of these down. That actually wasn't too bad trying to rearrange things here. Something like that. Something like that. The only downside to this is I just remembered that that fridges are wider than half shelves. So that's going to kind of mess up our corner over here then. We have to see on that how we can reshift this corner fridge around. What I want to do here is, yeah, get this in there like this, which you guys can already see that's not going to go too well with that. So let's get this out of the way then. I really wish that we had like a corner fridge, like an actual true corner fridge. Unfortunately, that looks a little dumb, so I think we're just going to have to stick this off into the corner like this then. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that. Let's... Okay, it's a little more in depth than I was hoping for, but that's alright. Yes, I know you... Yeah. You guys will see why we're doing all this. Let's get this nicely set up, kind of like this. Something like this. Which this will still fit behind the door, so we'll be okay with that. It's just shifting this stuff down just a little ways. At least I hope it's going to fit behind this door. Oh, yeah. Okay. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. I like the little corner, but I don't know. It's not terrible. I just wish I didn't have like this opening here now because that's a little weird. But unfortunately, there's really nothing we can do about that. Let's do that. Of course, it's clicking. You do that. Chips are right there. And now you might be asking, well, Austin, we've got all this open space right here. You guys will see what we're going to do here with this now, which should be really awesome. Some of you guys have actually been asking for is a display fridge. So we're going to use this for some of our sushi to go in. Some of you guys, like I said, have been asking for a display fridge for the longest time with this. Which I'm thinking we actually flip this back around, then freezer goes back here, and put the sushi out front. I think that'd be really slick. Come on. There we go. Which it is going to be a bit wider, but it's not bad, honestly. Now I have zero idea how much we're going to be able to fit in here. Let's actually just grab a box of these. So it is 4 for 1. I don't love that. We got all this wasted space there. What does the small look like in here? I really don't love that. I'm not going to lie. Maybe what we do is the... do something like this. I don't know. I really don't love that. It looks a little odd with that, honestly. There's so much wasted space with that. Let me know what you guys think on that. If, how we should do that, because I'm really not sure on that one either now. Trying to think here real quick. So if we're going to clear this on out, we could have some extras back in here or something. Let's do this, because then what we can do is we can move all of these on over and try to actually get this set up here with the beers. That's what I had in mind as well with that. I'm not as excited about that as I was before we actually placed it out in there, because it looks like it's wasting so much space, because it is. Let's just do this for the time being. And this can go like this. Clear that on off, and then we can just move these on over and then shift the last large sushi next to this. We'll have like an extra kind of freezer worth of them. The fridge back here worth of them, and we can even add some more in if we really wanted to. But then we've got all of this right here. Clear this last label on off. And then Bob's your uncle. We can move the beers down then and actually double those up. We've been wanting to for a while here, which should be really awesome. I don't know, we can always change it up in the future too, or if you guys have a better idea for the kind of sushi fridge kind of thing. I was wanting to do something like that for the longest time, and we just haven't. But, because we hadn't had the space, and now we finally do have something to do, a little bit of decorating, but it just... What am I doing? It just, it doesn't look quite right, so I don't know. Let me know your guys' thoughts with that, and again, we could add another row of sushis there as well, but let me know your guys' thoughts on that. I feel like it looks a bit odd. I like it, but it's just there's so much wasted space. I wish that we could get another thing in the middle there. It almost looks like it is two individual fridges. Instead, I don't think there's really any better display fridge than that. It's either the single ones or the double. So yeah, I don't know. Like I said, let me know your guys' thoughts on that, but that is a completed, organized store here, guys. This is looking really awesome. I'm super stoked with it. Again, the only thing I don't love is just that, pretty much. It just looks a bit odd with those. There's too much open space with it that we could be using. Again, we could have, honestly, another one in the middle there if that was set up correctly. And that, yeah, there's nothing there that you can do. So, sadly, it is what it is with all that. But yeah, I'm super stoked with that. Again, we got room now to grow. We got extra shelving space. We got another shelving space to add back in there if we need to. We could always add a shelf back in the back there again, like we just took out. And obviously we have our island shelf there finally back in, which I'm excited for, all ready for the books, which will be our next license here. So yeah, definitely a much different looking store for sure. And obviously overall we've got our whole, actually this is even better angle for all of this. We got our whole different setup with all this. And I am, like I said, just so excited for that. So that is going to do it for this one, guys. It's been a very long one here, but I'm excited. We, again, finally have us all back together. Things are looking good. I'm excited. In the next episode here, we'll get open back up in the store and continue on from all of that. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this, drop a like in the video, show it some love and support. And if you guys are new around here checking us out, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below so you guys don't miss out on any videos that we are doing here. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out, guys.